I have been selling this book, Zan Azli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. You're watching and listening to the FAT BIDIN Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shirley.
As usual, every week we watch a local film and we review it. And this week we're watching a local film and we're reviewing it. And the film is called
Denu.
Okay, so we watched Denu.
Which means, for the people who don't speak, don't speak
Di sana.
Thank you.
Di sana, hot Denu.
I don't think that's how you say it, but okay.
But yes, yes.
So it's
a film directed by
my Tarmini.
Yeah, he's an old Thai what actor lah.
71 years old.
And this is his first directing
feature
job.
Yes.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, what is the film about? Denu, it stars Sabri Yunus.
The film is about, it's set in a time where Mayong, the palace no longer patronizes the Mayong.
It's pre-independence.
And we are moving towards independence.
Independence, yeah.
So it's
Merdeka.
about kind of like, how do you merge art with politics in a way? So like, Sabri Yunus is the head of this Mayong company in Pasir Puteh, and he is still of the highbrow kind of belief that it should be pure lah. The Mayong teaching should be pure, should be following tradition, shouldn't be altered. And why do you perform the Mayong is important. The intentions are important. However,
but of course he's struggling.
He gets a patron who is a politician trying to make a comeback almost.
And it's an old friend.
An old friend.
An old trusted friend.
Who sends a young kind of manager
to manage his Mayong
to manage
troop.
the Mayong troop and kind of like bring it out of Pasir Puteh lah. This young boy Amiruddin is an asshole. And he is like, oh, you know, we need to like modernize the what. So after the Mayong, we should like have people buy tickets
like cabaret to joget with the Mayong dancers.
He doesn't say cabaret specifically. He just says just joget with the girls, but you must buy a ticket. And Sabri Yunus is like, no, I'm not like down with this.
But he still does it though.
But his troupe is down with it, so he has to like kind of go along because this guy pays for them to go to Kota Baru, set them up in like a space.
And his troupe has always wanted to travel, bring the Mayong outside of
including
Pasir Mas.
his
Not Pasir Mas,
very
Pasir
young
Puteh,
wife, Ma, and her sister Tija. And he also has this young boy following him, Ramli, I feel like his name was.
Lee lah, they call him.
Yeah, Malay, they call him Malay.
Malay.
Who just really wants to go to English boarding school.
He wants to be smart.
Oh my god.
He wants to go to school.
He just wants to go to school.
boarding school. He wants to be a politician lah.
This is important in the film, okay? Him wanting to go to school will play a very integral role in the entire film.
Yeah, so he has ambitions of being somebody important in the country.
Kesian dia. So anyway, they all go to Kota Baru. And slowly Sabri Yunus's Poye realizes that Amiruddin has the hots for Ma, and Amiruddin starts sending secret letters through Malay, whom he manipulates by saying by
get you
paying
into
him, and
school.
also by saying that I'll help you get into an English boarding school. It all kind of spirals from there, and it spirals in a way where Poye says this is not how I want to run my troupe, this is not how we should be performing it. He says something like sikit-sikit nanti kena jual. There's a difference between jual mak yong and kena jual, and I thought that was very good. You know, it's like, don't be a sellout.
So what do we think about the film? I am a big fan of Sabri Yunus because remember as a kid my father brought me to watch a play. At that time I didn't know who Sabri Yunus was, and Sabri Yunus was the main character in the play. He acted as a blind guy, and I was like, wow, this is acting, man. And I was a kid, you know. Yeah, so anything with Sabri Yunus I would want to watch. But you know, in spite of being a fanboy, I thought the film was really good, and the director, being the first time director at 78 plus years old, really knows his stuff lah. This is what you call taking your time.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
everyone should now make a feature only when they are 70 years old, because clearly when you reach that age you have gathered enough experience to know what to do to make a film.
Yeah, but you know, without taking away the fact that he's a very established actor.
Yeah.
You know, he's been in the industry for a very long time. I mean, the film is really, it's actually, to think about it, very simple and very common. The storyline is common. It's something that we've talked about many times. Many movies, books and stories plays, theatre have explored. You know, I mean, it's a traditional Kelantanese art of mak yong. You know, everybody knows mak yong. It's so mainstream, right? I had the opportunity to interview, I don't know if you all know the great master Chom. He's from Kelantan. He's a mak yong dancer. He's passed away now. His son was my dorm mate in Star. And then I got to interview him. He saw, so like all this art, right? It's mainstream. Everybody has been doing it for a long time. The storyline also is quite very common. How many people have done stories about pre-independence, Malaya trying to gain independence, and how politicians are trying to work towards it, and still also politicians who are manipulating people and all that. And how many times people have already explored the issue of, you know, art and balancing being mainstream, being not mainstream, being a sellout, being true to your art and all that. It's also common, right? But this was told in such a tasteful and you know, just a very beautiful way lah. He told a very common story in a very beautiful way.
I think I like the micro angle of it all, because yes, it's set in this backdrop against this big thing of before independence, there's all these tensions and everything, but the politician and the politics was not the main narrative in this film. It's just kind of like a subplot, you know, and kind of something to set the setting against and to create that conflict for the Mak Yong troupe.
So the politics makes him try to balance it out, right?
Yeah, but overall it was a very micro story about this troupe that's just trying to get out and make it big, right? And it's also about all these typical themes of how much do you sacrifice in order to make it big. In the end also, it's not really a spoiler, but basically at some point they have to choose They have to choose whether they want to stay with this Amiruddin or go with this Poye, and all of them, without a question, say we have to follow our leader. And I thought that was really it was so nice,
because throughout the whole story you would think they would all sell out, because they were enjoying being in Kota Baru, they were enjoying the joget and making money and all that. But then when it came down to it, they were still no. So that was really very, very nice lah. They stayed with their leader. They stayed with the art lah. You know, which is if you go to Kelantan and you have the opportunity to speak to all these traditional artists, they are like that. They want to maju, but maju also cannot come with a cost that they will regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at their own pace and in their own ways, fine. Which I think a lot of people disregard nowadays, you know.
And it's very apt also because in Kelantan you had the past political party that came into power many years ago and has stayed in power in Kelantan for so long. At one time, banned all these art forms, you know, and there was this big, like problem with the local artists who they are very traditionalist and conservative, and that's why they kind of voted for pass. But then it suddenly affected the art that they were practicing, you know,
And championing.
yeah. So yeah, it's
Which is also kind of the case here, you see, because he believes that his friend is a good guy and he supports the politics that his friend is trying to
Yes.
push out. You know, he wants independence, everything, but not at the cost of his art form.
yeah. And I think this is the one thing that I took away from this film is you have to find a balance. For everyone needs to find their own balance, because his really good friend and he respected his friend. He respects his friend who's a politician, found his own balance, but at the end of the day still made things right, right? And he found his own balance, and he tried to make things right too. You know, it was just a different balance, but everybody at the end of the day, right? Everybody kind of chose the right thing to do, and to me, it's like gives hope for humanity. Like actually, humans at the end of the day will do okay lah.
Okay, yes. I feel like we also still have to mention though that in this film, there are a lot of complicated, layered relationships. So the relationship dynamics in this film is not what you think they are when you first watch it.
Yeah.
Especially between Poye and his wife Ma.
So yes, don't be quick to judge. I guess the film. Yeah,
correct.
don't judge people. Don't judge the characters.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Ma's character also was very, very interesting to me because I thought she's such a complicated woman, and for her to be written that way was just very sophisticated lah. And it was very nice to see a character like that, you know, very human, very conflicted, very kind of made the best of her situation, but now is also trying to break out of that. So
yeah, for
it's
an
great
improvement
lah.
in her life lah.
Seriously,
Yeah,
like
it's a good
brilliant,
movie, it's a good movie.
such brilliant writing. So would you tell people to watch it?
Before I tell people to watch or not to watch, I also wanted to kind of like mention that I was very pleasantly surprised to see that the name of the late Sabri Buang was mentioned as one of the originators of the story. Idea Asal. Right, 3 people had that idea Asal, and the late Sabri Buang was there. Sabri Buang, if you don't know him, he's from Singapore. He used to be the dean at the film faculty in Aswara, and he was the one that got me in to start teaching at Aswara. He was a very nice man. Right, and when he passed away, I was of course informed. You know, his personal assistant had informed me that he had passed away and all that. But I had no opportunity to go for the funeral. But then I saw his name, and I hadn't thought of him for a long time. So again, thank you for the film because it kind of like reminded me of him. But yeah, I will say yes. Go and watch this film. Again, this film, I don't know if it's going to be in the cinemas when you watch the review. Because, yeah. And, yeah, you know. But I'm sure this film will be out there somewhere. It needs to be seen, really.
This, I think, August has been really jammed because everybody's riding this Merdeka wave, right?
Merdeka, Malaysia
so like
wave,
everyone wants to release their film in August. Please guys, don't just release your films in August lah. Because then how is everyone going to chase to go and watch your film? So it's very hard to push that out lah. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, by the time you watch this, you might not be able to watch it in the cinemas.
But it'll be out somewhere, definitely.
If you get a chance to watch it anywhere else, we highly recommend watching Denu. Yeah. It's a very, very good film.
Yes. So let us know what you think, okay?
Yes.
Like this video, don't like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all our social media platforms at FAT BIDIN, or go to fatbidin.com to watch everything.
You've been.
You've been watching and listening to the FAT BIDIN Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zanazli.
And I'm sure it was on.
No, I just wanted to say that we also need to kind of like, you know how we are good at promoting ourselves, or I'm good at promoting ourselves. The Kota Baru Film Festival.
Well, this come out, we would have
That's
gone
why it
and
would
come
have been the
back
previous
already.
episodes. The other episode we should have said, because we've got a film that's going to be screened at the Pesta
Okay,
Film
cut,
Kota
cut.
Baru. Yeah. Alright.